Hello, I'm Alec. I'm a consultant and I just want to hang out. So we have another fun bit today. We have another hot take. Check out this title. What is business intelligence? Repeat. What is business intelligence? But before I go, I just want to give a quick shout out to the medical doctors' clinics for showing us how to run their systems. I appreciate you guys. I learned a lot from you, and I thank you very much for what you've shown me. Thanks for the jump off bit. Now, let's go ahead and hop on this hot take now. I'm going to show you what is business intelligence. But before we go, I have to give you some key words right now, okay? So check this out. Business. Business is busy. Business is employment. Business is that which occupies the time, attention, and labor of men. Business. For the purpose of profit or improvement. That's what business is, okay? Put that word business in your back pocket and never move from that position. Now drop down and I'm going to show you what intelligence is. Intelligence is to understand. Intelligence is to collect, to take, and hold, okay? Intelligence is skill. Intelligence is notice. Intelligence is information communicated. Intelligence is an account of things distant or before and unknown, okay? That's what intelligence is. So put those two words in your back pocket and never move from that position. Now I'm going to show you the summary of business intelligence. Check this out. Business intelligence refers to the process of collecting, analyzing, and transforming raw data into meaningful insights that help businesses make informed decisions. What do we call that? Consulting. All right, let's keep it going. It says it involves using various tools and techniques to gather data, identify trends, and present the findings in an easy to understand format, such as reports, dashboards, and visualizations. Okay, so that's all about how you present the information that you pick up. All right, so if you can present the information that you pick up to people in a clear way, then you're giving them business intelligence. And if you can help them shine and grow their business, then that's really cool and that's a benefit for them. Okay, all right, so we're done with that summary. Let's go ahead and hop on our next slide. Okay, here we go. We got another opportunity zone bit right here because we love walking people through Oz because we want to show you how to get down on the yellow brick road, right? You know, so we like to show you the skills that we pick up so then that way we can share what we know with you so then that way you can move smoother, okay? Because who teaches us? Jesus. Now, I'm going to show you the Oz bit right here. Check it out. In this world, follow God's word. Always operate through Jesus. Show neighbors the process as written. What do we call that? Business intelligence. All right, see evidence below. So I'm going to show you the business intelligence of my Father's word right now. Check this out. 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. What do we call that? Business intelligence. All right, so put that in your back pocket. Now I'm going to show you what happens when Jesus grows up. Check this out. 49. And he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my Father's business? And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. Right, so that's what Jesus told his parents. He said, why are you looking for me? Don't you know I'm about my Father's business? So Jesus was working at a very young age. He was working his whole life, right? And as he was working, he was increasing wisdom. He was increasing his wisdom and his stature, right? He was increasing his favor, right? And that's a cool thing because that is a pattern and that is a practice that men and women should follow. And if you follow that pattern and practice, you're going to be cool. And that's what we call business intelligence. All right, we're done with that bit. Let's hop on our next slide. Conclusion. We're going to close out right now. Check out our job description right here. Trust God. Always trust God. Never move from that position. Dress and keep God's property. Never move from that position. Okay, man and woman is God's property. Okay, so the people are God's property. Once you understand this, you're going to be cool. Once you really understand that the whole world is God's property, you're going to be super cool, right? But that's for another time. Check this out. Protect neighbors with trust tools. We love creating those trust tools for the neighbors. All right, show the people how to move with simplicity. Test, break, and build free people by God with love. Game over. All right, so that's how we know we can't be beat, because we always operate through Jesus Christ. And this makes a lot of people upset because they don't think that we should be able to do this. But we just accepted the free gift that Christ gave us, and we picked it up and we ran with it, okay? And then Jesus always shows us how to operate, and he gives us business intelligence. So now let's walk it back up. I wanted to show you what happened when Jesus grew up, and I wanted to show you what Jesus told his parents, right? He told them that he's about his Father's business, and Jesus was working at a very young age, and he was getting that knowledge and he was getting that wisdom, okay? That's what's up. All right, let's keep walking it up. And I wanted to show you the summary of what business intelligence is, so you understand it's all about how you present the information that you pick up. And I wanted to show you the key words of intelligence and business, right? Because when you put those words in your back pocket, then you're going to understand how to use them, and you're going to understand how to execute with them, okay? All right, so we're done. So go ahead and contact us, and we will build you a private organization and show you how to operate it by God with love. Until then, I'll see you in the future. And remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.